All right, we've got a story for you tonight about some folks that are offended by a casting company sending out a casting call for Israeli and Italian-looking actors who are not afraid or ashamed to act like, well, a-holes. And that actually is the name of the documentary. It is called A-Holes, A Theory. All right, I want to bring in one of the leading voices of opposition who's not happy about this. It seems like that same old stereotype coming down the pike again. His name is Andre Dimino, and he is with the Italian-American One Voice Coalition. Andre, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
Good to be with you.
I've got Italian blood in me. I get it where Italians get their back up on this. Is it really that offensive? I mean, it's just a documentary. Does it matter? They're poking fun. Would you have objected if it weren't specific to Italians?
Well, I would object if it was for any ethnicity, but look at what you're saying here. This is a documentary where they're casting for Israeli or Italians, and they'll get the job if they act like a-holes to each other. So therefore, this is a pseudo-documentary, and it just perpetuates a bad stereotype.
Is it any worse than the reality show, The Jersey Shore?
The problem that you have is that these reality shows create a perception, and then perception becomes the reality. So when you have this hyper stereotype all the time, especially of Italian Americans, and in this case, Israeli and Italians, it makes that perception that we are these a-holes of this documentary and other bad stereotypes.
Other than expressing outrage, is there anything that you guys are going to be able to do about it or are trying to do about it?
Oh, you bet. First off, we've contacted the Anti-Defamation League for Jewish people. And at the same time, we've contacted the casting agent, Ken Lazar, as well as casting networks. And we're telling them how this is unacceptable and it should not be perpetuated.
Okay, Andre, good to talk to you. Thanks for joining me tonight. All right, let's bring in the A-plus panel to break it down. We are joined by attorney Misty Maris. Always good to see you, Misty. Pop culture expert Lisa Durden back with us. Good to see you. Of course. And Bob Bianchi, former prosecutor and defense attorney. Bob, I know you are a big advocate of Italian Americans. We've talked about this. You and I are on the same page with Columbus Day and all these things. Are people being a little too sensitive when it comes to this? This is just, I mean, they call it a documentary, but they're actors.
I agree completely with what the One Voice person is saying. The Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America has been addressing this as well in terms of discrimination. We are the last acceptable prejudice that you could literally go on TV with all these shows, like even cartoons, Shark Tank, Sopranos, make Italians look like buffoons, idiots, low-class people when we have contributed so much to this country.
Well, this is the thing about casting, right? I'm a producer of films and documentaries. That's the unfortunate thing about casting. They can say things like that. I've seen many castings that have said urban black man or, modeling agencies, tall, 5'11". They can say these things because they can pick and choose. So legally, nothing can happen.
But insert black instead of Israeli,
but it does happen.
And would there be a reaction?
There would be reaction, but there's nothing you can do about it because it happens in casting all the time now anyway.
There would be a lot more outrage if there was another ethnicity placed into something like this. But again, I think when it comes down to Hollywood creative vision, you're going to see this getting made no matter what.
Got to leave it there. Thank you, guys. Good to see you all.